Welcome to the German Perspective, where we pick news from German sources about American politics. Today's topic: Republican rebellion, pushback against Trump's mail-in voting attacks. Donald Trump repeatedly criticizes mail-in voting, blaming it for his loss in the 2020 presidential election. He argues that early voting facilitates fraud, a claim he continues to make in the current election campaign. In February, he denounced mail-in voting in Michigan, calling it totally corrupt. However, Trump's stance is increasingly unpopular among his fellow Republicans. His own son, Donald Trump Jr., has promoted mail-in voting in Pennsylvania. In a video, he urged residents to register for mail-in ballots. Republican leaders are now questioning Trump's opposition to early voting. According to Reuters, U.S. Senator Ron Johnson discussed the issue with Trump during a flight in April. He asked Trump to support early voting in Wisconsin, but Trump declined, continuing to criticize the voting system in a speech to 3,000 supporters. Despite this, the attitude towards Trump's stance appears to be shifting in key battleground states like Michigan, Wisconsin, Georgia, and North Carolina. Republican representatives in these states are encouraging voters to cast their ballots before Election Day. Josh McCoon, chairman of the Republican Party in Georgia, stated that on April 29, the party released a video promoting early voting to 70,000 registered Republicans through social media and email. The Republican National Committee (RNC) also supports this approach. RNC spokesperson Claire Zunk said, "We urge all Republicans to vote early, by mail, or on Election Day, depending on what works best for them." The question remains whether Trump supporters will heed the candidate's words or follow the party's guidance. A Texan at the NRA convention expressed skepticism about mail-in voting, emphasizing that the election should be decided in one day. Trump has not yet decided whether to change his position. On May 11, he suggested voting early or on Election Day in New Jersey, but reiterated that mail-in voting is corrupt. According to Reuters, Trump has condemned mail-in voting 11 times in speeches this year, with only 2 posts on Truth Social supporting it. Trump's mixed messages are not well received at the party base. Oscar Brock, an RNC committee member from Tennessee and an advocate of early voting, described Trump's stance as really not helpful. He pointed out the contradiction in Trump's messages, urging Republicans to vote early while condemning mail-in voting. The Republicans' efforts to restrict early voting could backfire. In the 5 key states, there have been 28 legislative attempts to prevent early voting, according to Reuters analysts. The party also initiated 29 lawsuits to restrict voting access. In the 2020 elections, Democratic volunteers increased the number of mail-in ballot drop-off points and extended deadlines due to the pandemic. As a result, more mail-in votes were cast. According to Reuters, 82% of Biden supporters voted early, compared to only 62% of Trump supporters. The number of mail-in votes for Biden was twice as high as those for Trump. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more updates. See you next time.